your English. Today, I'm taking you with me to the beach. I'm at one of the most beautiful beaches here in Canada, and what a great opportunity to learn English. We're going to have a little conversation. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and I want you to keep track of your score. Let's go. Take a look at the waves behind me. Right now, the waves are crashing onto the shore. Since this action is happening right now, we use the present continuous. The waves are crashing. All right, take a look at this. This is obviously a shell. And for some reason, today I couldn't find as many shells as I did yesterday. So we would say, today there are fewer shells on the beach than yesterday. We have to use the word fewer because we're talking about a plural noun. There's more than one shell. We would use the word less when we're talking about an uncountable or a singular noun. Take a look at the sand here and take a look at the sky. The sky is being reflected in the sand. In other words, you can see the reflection of the sky in the sand. In case you're wondering, I'm in Tofino. Tofino is a city, or rather a small town in British Columbia, Canada. It's on the west coast, on the Pacific Ocean, and one of the reasons it's so famous is that it's a great place to surf. If you look closely, you can see people surfing. I'm not a surfer, but if I were, I would love to surf on a day like today. When we're talking about hypothetical situations, which may or may not be true, we need to use the conditional. And since I'm talking about a present situation, if I were a surfer today, I'm going to use the second conditional. If I were a surfer, I would love to surf on a day like today. I was just caught off guard by one of the waves that just came in, and my shoes are getting wet. The water here is pretty cold, and you could say I was testing the waters, but to test the waters actually has an idiomatic meaning in English. To test the waters means to try something new in a limited capacity before committing full. For example, if you think you might want to change your career, but you're not 100% sure, you might test the waters and try something new before fully committing. Right now it's June, and in June on the west coast of Canada, it's not very common to get storms. We normally get storms in the winter, and when we get storms, the waves are rougher. Right now the sea is calm. And I want you to tell me, what's the correct way of saying this? There are a few clouds in the sky. Be very careful with this one. There's a big difference between few and a few. A few means some. There are a few clouds in the sky. There are some clouds in the sky. Few means not many. There are few clouds in the sky means there aren't many clouds in the sky. Unfortunately, today's not a perfectly sunny day, so there are a few clouds in the sky. There are a few clouds in the sky. The sky is partly cloudy. It's certainly not clear because there are clouds in the sky, but it's also not overcast. When the sky is overcast, there's no blue sky. So today is a partly cloudy day. Look over here in the distance. If you look closely, you can see two islands. There's one in the front and there's one behind. The one behind is farther than the one in front. Tofino is on the ocean, which means there's a lot of moisture in the air. Today, the air is humid. The sun is about to set soon, so I'm heading in. Let me know in the comments